I want to clarify one thing you mentioned. How you said that if you're having these conversations that you need to have in your avoiding, for example, one or two out of 10 times the person you're discussing might be nasty. And I think because I think you're also saying that you don't have to have these conversations aggressively. You can show up at these conversations and have them in a very like respectful, kind place. But regardless, if you're giving someone feedback for where you're honoring yourself, then they might still get nasty
Yeah, so
because of
that's
who
a
they
high
are. Is
talent.
that right?
That's a high skill set on your part, pal. That was a perfect
All
summary.
right.
I don't know what it's like. Still probably 5:30 in the morning, and my coffee's kicked in, so I think I'm good. But no, you just did an amazing summary. That's perfect. I literally, you could switch
All
sides,
right.
and
Cheers.
you just say that because that was probably better than I said it. That was fabulous. Yeah, fabulous. Perfect
Well,
summary.
Well, no, because I think how you were saying it made sense, but I've learned that a lot of people think if someone has a drastic response to feedback, you're thinking, oh, maybe the feedback I
Yeah,
gave was too harsh or whatever, and I've learned the hard way as well that like
yeah.
that's not the case. Like someone will have a pretty intense reaction to something I've said, and I'll think about it for days and be like, no, I thought about this before I said it. Like I used all the words I thought I needed to use to address this person with kindness, with love,
No, it
and
doesn't.
it doesn't matter because they're in a world where they can't receive
Yeah,
it. That took a
exactly. I mean,
long
look,
time
there
for me
are
to
victims
understand.
out there, there are blamers out there, there are damaged souls out there, right? So sometimes you're going to run into someone that's too
Right.
defensive to receive and even the most kind feedback, right? That will occur.
Right.
If a male, like I'm going to generalize about male energy for a second here, right? And there's a billion exceptions to this, but if a male feels guilty, right? A lot of times they'll get angry instead of feel guilty. They don't want to feel guilty, right? So they're going to get angry and shut it down,
Right.
right? So if a
Right.
woman's like
Right.
addressing an issue and the guy feels guilty, like there's a chance he might get angry and shut it down.
Right. Well, actually, I've been doing a lot of research on this because I'm kind of trying to write a nonfiction book right now for men. And what I've learned about how boys are essentially even socialized is that they're not mirrored back their full set of emotions when they're younger. If a girl acts like she's tired or sad or confused, her caregivers are going to mirror that to her. But with boys, they're all always treated like they're being more aggressive or angry. So then when they get older, if they have this feeling of hurt or guilt, for the example you used, they only feel aggression. And so, like, it's kind of trying to, I think some of the work that you're doing and like a lot of work that men are doing these days that don't want to have these feelings anymore are trying to expand that emotional bandwidth. So if someone does say something to them, they don't get defensive, they can
Hmm.
actually hear the other
Yeah,
person.
and so
Are you
that's
finding that a lot
that's
with
really well
some
said
of the
as
men
well.